It's our way, Route 66, and we keep on driving. We just do what we wanna do. Yeah, no, nothing's complicated with you. Hey, we're playing songs on the radio. Sing along to the words that we don't know how. This brings out the wildness. Let's just run away. Yeah, I could drive the whole night long. Being with you is like being on the rodeo. How this brings out the wildness. I got a little crush on you. You say that I'm crazy. It's just the way that I get every time that I am with you. Your laughter takes me to heaven. I just wanna make you repeat it and repeat it again. Yeah, you make the sky so blue. No, nothing's complicated with you. Hey, we're playing songs on the radio. Sing along to the words that we don't know how. This brings out the wildness. Let's just run away. Yeah, I could drive the whole night long. Being with you is like being on the rodeo. How this brings out the wildness. I got a little crush on you. On the highway, it's our way, Route 66, and we keep on driving. We just do what we wanna do. Hey, playing songs on the radio. Sing along to the words that we don't know how. This brings out the wildness. Let's just run away. Yeah, I could drive the whole night long. Being with you is like being on the rodeo. How this brings out the wildness. I got a little crush on you. Ooh, I got a little crush on you. 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 It's what you're doing, making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving, I can hear my calling.
Hey everyone, it's Lady Sweetheart and welcome to an exciting new video. Today we are going to be starting our brand new Bachelor on the Ranch Let's Play. So we are here with our Bachelor Garrick, who seems super thrilled to be surrounded by all of these beautiful Sims. It seems like at this point, Garrick is feeling pretty optimistic that one of these ladies might be the one for him. So before we get into it, I did want to take a little bit of time to show you around this ranch where this challenge is going to be taking place. So you will see on your screen the creator of the build. I did change the interior around a little bit, but in case you wanted to add it to your game, this is the ranch that I decided to use. So I am going to try to keep this in tab mode as much as I can while I show you around, but I am really bad with the controls, so I might have to switch somewhere along the line. But yeah, as soon as you go through the front door, this is the area that you get to. There's just this little cozy little seating area and some stairs. There's actually stairs that go downstairs as well. I believe downstairs is some nectar making supplies, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what that is. And then upstairs will lead to the second floor, which primarily has the gym and the girls' bedrooms. And then through this door over here is actually Garrick's bedroom. Right now, I do have it locked to everyone but Garrick. I feel like at this stage in the challenge, it definitely should be an area that's private for him. His guitar is right here. I was actually very pleased to see that they developed a special guitar for the Horse Ranch pack. And then he has a computer. This is actually the only computer in the house. Well, hello, Garrick. Also, hello, plant that's sticking through the interior here. But yes, behind this little cozy seating area, over on this side, we have the bar, obviously an important feature in a Bachelor Challenge house. And then we have a large seating area where you can see some of the girls are enjoying their nice dinner over here. And it's an open area. And this here, it's really gorgeous. I'm going to zoom out so you can see. But part of what I loved about this build is just the whole high ceilings and these little beams here. I just think it looks so beautiful. So yeah, I guess we can look this way first. But this is the main seating area over here. And if you see a lady running around outside, that's actually their ranch hand. I did hire a ranch hand because I figured with all of the Bachelor type activities going on, Garrick or the others wouldn't necessarily have, the available time to take care of Samurai. And yeah, this is the kitchen here where lovely Mallory, I believe it's Mallory. Yeah, it's Mallory, is having her dinner. So that's basically And oh, I forgot to mention this, but I did put a dance floor here because I figured they're going to want to do some dancing in the house. And then as you go up the stairs, on the second floor here, these two doors lead to the girls' bedrooms. There is only 2 bedrooms for the contestants. Each room has 3 beds in it. And then just 1 bathroom that those 3 girls will have to share. And of the bedrooms, this is the slightly bigger one. It does have this little walk-in closet area here. And then as you go out the door, over to the left here is the second contestant bedroom. And as you will see here, it does have the same identical 3 single beds that the other room has. But it is just a little bit smaller space, but they do still have their own little ensuite bathroom here as well. And as you leave the girls' bedrooms and you just go straight through here, this is going to be the gym for the house. So, nothing fancy really. And then outside, as you can probably see a little bit from the gym windows, is this lovely pool area. It wouldn't be a bachelor house if it didn't have a pool. And then out back here, there's just this little deck. And then over to the side of the pool, there's just this little overhang area that has a grill and a bar for outside because, again, the bars are really important in this challenge. And then on the other side of the pool is where the stable is. And over here is where Samurai lives. It's honestly a bigger stable than what we needed for our purposes, but this is what came with the ranch, and I didn't really want to change it around too much. So anyway, that is the house, the ranch that this is all going to be taking place at. Oh, and one more thing that I did want to mention before we get started is the rules for the Bachelor Challenge. I'm not going to go through each rule, but I did go ahead and add a link in the description for the rules for the Sims 4 Bachelor Challenge. So for this, I decided to actually interpret the rules somewhat loosely. I'm mostly going to be following them, but there are a couple of things that I decided to change. So the first thing that I decided to change was I'm actually going to do an elimination rose ceremony every episode. So instead of waiting the 3 days, I'm just going to do 1 per episode because I do want to keep this a shorter series. The other rule that I decided to change a little bit was there was something mentioned about romantic socials as well as whims. So the rules were obviously written back when we had whims in the game, which we don't anymore. So what I decided to do with this was, first of all, I'm only going to control Garrick for the socials. I will control the girls to do things like taking a shower or, anything that they need for their needs. But as far as the interacting, I'm going to control Garrick only. And I figured I'm going to try as much as possible to do what comes up on the wheel. So if a romantic interaction comes up on the wheel, I may select that. The only exception is I am going to sometimes have him do like the get to know interaction or discuss interests, things that people would normally select, like if they were trying to get to know someone. Anyway, I hope that makes sense, but let's go ahead and get to it. So it's about 11 o'clock at night, and I was going to just have everyone to go to bed and then do their group date tomorrow. But I checked everyone's energy, and it looks like they're doing pretty well. So I think I'm actually just going to send them out now. So I'm actually going to send them out to the bar in town. So what I did was on the gallery, I found a replacement for the oak barrel that is in Chestnut Ridge. It was actually just the most popular version of the oak barrel, and so I went ahead and added that. So that's where everyone's going to be heading. Well, everyone except Samurai. Sorry, Samurai, you're going to have to sit this one out. I don't know if horses are allowed in the oak barrel. Okay, so they have all arrived. So one thing you might notice is I usually play with headline effects off, just because it makes it easier, like if I want to take a picture or something, but I decided to leave them on. Since we're still learning all the characters, I thought that would make it easier for you to see like who everyone is. But yeah, this is the new oak barrel. I have to say, I can definitely see why this was so popular in the gallery. It is a gorgeous build. So one of the things that I actually have added in my game is it goes along with the Somic and Severinka realistic cooking mod, but you can actually go ahead and buy alcohol, and it includes like bottles of champagne and bottles of wine, and it's not just decor. The Sims can actually drink them. So I feel like this being the Bachelor and all, and with it being the first night, I think that Garrick would buy everyone a bottle of champagne. So let's get this rose champagne, and then hopefully everyone else will follow him into the bar. Okay, where is he going? Oh, I guess he has to use the refrigerator to get the champagne. Okay, so can we move it? It looks like we can. So let's move this out to the bar. He wants to go and chat with Cassidy, but what I'm going to have him do is I'm going to have him grab a drink together, and then I believe they will all grab a glass of champagne. All right, so Martina did, and Garrick did. And I guess since Martina is already here, she could be the first one that he goes over to talk to and tries to get to know. So I think for the first interaction with them, I'm going to have him get to know. I feel like that only makes sense. Also, oh my goodness, how annoying is this? Like, this bartender lady is trying to intrude on our conversation already. You'll notice. All right, so what did he learn about Martina? Did we learn anything about her? Oh, that's right. Since they're in the same household, that won't do anything. Well, never mind. First of all, I'm going to see if we can get him to stop talking to other people. Let's try this again. Oh, okay. It says attractive and alert. Wow, what a sim. Garrick Weston just stopped what they were thinking about for a moment and found themselves staring at Martina Hensley. That woman has so many of the qualities that make Garrick's heart race, as if it were on a cross-country marathon. So yeah, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but basically, Garrick obviously finds Martina very attractive. And it says Martina shows signs of the lover personality trait, so that could work out pretty well. So let's see what comes up on his pie menu. So of these options, telling an engaging story is probably the best one. So it definitely seems like Garrick is interested in Martina, but let's see what Martina thinks about Garrick. So Martina thinks that Garrick is very attractive. So one thing about Garrick is he is a loner, so I'm very interested to see how that affects his relationships with the girls. Oh, Juniper gained guitar skill. Interesting. Oh, he has kiss hands. So let's see if Garrick tries to kiss her hands, if Martina will accept that. No, Caleb, no. Why? You know what? Caleb, yes. Bye, Caleb. Please don't try to interfere. Oh, okay. It just reset everybody. Well, you know what? I'm going to do it because it already came up before. Oh, it does say he's tense from being a loner. Oh, I want to see how this goes. All right, let's see. It looks like it went pretty well. And they do have some romance now. But this is the first night and it is the first group date. So I'm actually going to have him take his time and get to know another girl. Oh, now he said Martina is extremely attractive and they have a romantic interest. So now he is sitting down with Mallory, hoping to get to know her a little bit better. Gosh, I don't think any of these are great options. I guess talk about the cool temperature. You know, a lot of people start off when they talk to someone like, hey, how's that weather, you know?
Oh, vadish.
He wants to do a sexy pose. How about you compliment her appearance? Let's not go straight to the sexy pose yet, Garrick. I mean, she took it well. It made her flirty. So it looks like things are going pretty good with Mallory as well. I'll have him do one more interaction. Offer her a rose. I mean, that's a very bachelor thing to do. We'll see if she accepts it. And I believe they will have some romance after that as well. So he also finds Mallory extremely attractive. Maybe Garrick is just a little, thirsty. We'll just say that. So it looks like the next girl that Garrick can talk to is Riley. So I'm going to have Riley come over here with Garrick. I'm trying to change up the locations a little bit so we're not always looking at the same thing. I mean, y'all are sitting a little far away. All right, so let's see what comes up for Garrick. A pickup line and make a move. I think Garrick's definitely feeling thirsty. Well, I guess talk about the cloudy weather. You know, we want to keep it safe. This is the first time you've had a one-on-one conversation with Riley. We don't want to scare her off. But you can go ahead and flirt with her, and we'll see how that goes. That can be a little test for how things to come. I mean, it looks like it went pretty well. I don't think you would need to exchange numbers, so I guess go ahead and do your sexy pose, Garrick. What is it we all want to see? You've been dying to do it all night. Okay, that's it? That's what you've been excited to do? Okay, Garrick. I definitely don't think he's the type that would brag about the ranch. I mean, technically, it's not even his ranch anyway. It's the Bachelor Ranch. Slow dance with Riley. That would be super cute. But also, it says that, just look at those bubbles. I'm going to pause it so it doesn't disappear. From the sparkling wine, champagne of the most delicate pink shades with the divine aroma of red berries. It sets up for a romantic mood. So apparently that was a good bottle of champagne to choose. I actually didn't know that. This is the first time I've played with that mod, so I had no idea, but that worked out pretty well. Okay, but they are dancing. I mean, I don't hear the music, but it's fine. I mean, Riley's arm is kind of going through Garrick's coat there, but we'll pretend that's not happening. So he does think Riley is very attractive. And it says they have good compatibility, and I don't think that has come up for the other girls yet. Maybe you have to get to know them a certain amount. I'm not really sure. So now Garrick is sitting down with Cassidy. I guess you can share photos with her. I don't feel like guitar solos would really be the best thing to bring up. That could be a potentially boring subject, like if someone does not play guitar or someone's not interested in guitar. Okay, so he's showing her the photos. Maybe it's a photo of Samurai doing something funny. Kiss hands. So he wants to kiss her hands too. So we'll see how this goes. Also, I know that usually for The Bachelor, the group dates are like everyone doing something together, but since this is their first night, I kind of wanted them to have a little one-on-one time with everyone. Sort of as like their first conversations together. Oh my goodness, Cassidy has these cute little fall leaf earrings, and considering it's fall, that is adorable. So we will let him do one more interaction. I don't think you want to declare your love publicly yet. That's moving a little fast. I also don't think you want to argue about politics. Maybe ask her if she's single, and we'll see what she says. I mean, we would hope so, her going on The Bachelor, but we'll see. Garrick has learned that Cassidy is single, and that's actually perfect that she's walking away because it's actually time to have a conversation with Juniper. And oh my goodness, it looks like the sun is about to rise already. But my gosh, look how pretty Chestnut Ridge is at sunrise. Like, that is gorgeous. All right, so now we have the lovely Juniper. Okay, maybe discuss interests with her. That seems like a good place to start. And she looks happy to be sitting with you, so that's always a good sign. And let's see what else he can do. Oh my gosh, he's on that sexy pose again. You know what? Go for it, Garrick. Who am I to stand in the way of Garrick and his sexy poses? He did the same pose. I guess that's the only sexy pose Garrick knows. Okay, you can also flirt with her, so let's do that. If the romantic interactions come up, I think we should go ahead and give them a try and see how that goes. And it seems to be going pretty well with Juniper as well. Exchange numbers. I don't think you would really need to do that because you live in the same house right now, but it was the only romantic interaction that came up. So maybe he's just checking, like, okay, I just want to make sure, Juniper, that I have the correct phone number here for you, just in case we want to exchange some little texts with each other, you know, to have a conversation that other people might not know about. Okay, so he does need to move on to our final girl. It's become an all-night event, but it's fine. So the next girl will be Ashley. But before we do that, let's take a look at how things are going with Juniper. So he does find Juniper very attractive. And they don't have anything about compatibility. I'm wondering why the compatibility thing came up for Riley, but not the others. It could be because, like, a certain level of relationship, or I'm wondering if it could also be something to do with the slow dancing. I don't really know, but maybe you and Ashley can come and sit here. This looks like a nice little cute nook over here. She is talking with Riley, but I think she'll want to be interrupted to sit and talk with our bachelor. Wait, did I click the wrong person? Oh, no. She's going to the bathroom. I guess this is the toilets. Not the most romantic. Let's hope it doesn't smell too bad over here. Now he wants to show off his muscles. Why don't we start off with complimenting her appearance? And we'll see how that goes. Maybe discuss interests with her.
Lisa in a row. Oh, Gosha.
He does want to kiss her hands, so I'm going to let him do that. They do have romance now. But y'all get one more interaction. Definitely don't complain or joke about body hair. Why don't you tell her a funny story? And then we'll see how things have progressed between him and Ashley. But you all did a really good job creating Sims for this. It seems like Garrick likes all of them, at least somewhat, from what we can tell. So for him and Ashley, it says he perceives her to be very attractive, but doesn't have any compatibility.
A few moments later.
So the girls have all headed off to bed. Garrick is down here preparing some breakfast because he's especially hungry for whatever reason. But I am actually going to go ahead and end the episode here. But we are going to start the next episode with an immediate rose ceremony. So we're going to already be getting rid of one of these girls. But here's the way that we're going to do the votes. So I want all of you in the comments to vote for the 2 Sims that you would like to see stay the most. But before I end the episode, I do want to show you Garrick's relationship standings with everyone in the house. You don't have to vote this way. You can just vote for whatever reason you want to vote. It could be like, I'm voting for my Sim, or I'm voting for the Sim that I like the best. It doesn't have to be based on like Garrick's relationship or attraction or anything like that, but I do want to show you in case that is how some of you want to cast your votes. So let's see, with Ashley, he does find her very attractive, and their romance level is 10. But let's see what Ashley thinks of Garrick as well. So Ashley thinks Garrick is very attractive. And then we have Juniper. So Garrick thinks Juniper is very attractive. Their romance level is a 14, so it is a little bit higher. And Juniper thinks Garrick is attractive. Garrick thinks Cassidy is very attractive. The romance level with her is 10. I should probably mention the friendship levels as well, because I think that's also a factor. So for Cassidy, his friendship level is 23, his romance is 10. Juniper, friendship is 22, romance is 14. Ashley, the friendship is 23 and the romance is 10. So I think Ashley and Cassidy both have the exact same stats. And Cassidy thinks Garrick is attractive. So next up is Riley, who is the only sim that we know so far that Garrick has good compatibility with. So he does find Riley very attractive. Their friendship level is a 42 and their romance level is 25. So he easily has a higher relationship with her than the other girls. And as for what Riley thinks about Garrick, she finds him very attractive. Garrick thinks Mallory is extremely attractive. So he's really, really attracted to Mallory, but their relationship, he does have a 21 friendship with her and a romance 10. So I think that might actually be the lowest relationship of anyone, but he also seems to think she's the most attractive of the girls we've looked at so far. And as far as Mallory is concerned, she thinks that Garrick is very attractive. And then finally, we have Martina. He thinks she's extremely attractive as well. So as far as the attraction goes, Martina and Mallory are the ones that he seems to be the most attracted. And the relationship levels, friendship is a 24 and romance is a 10. And then Martina thinks that Garrick is very attractive. So far, it looks like he has the best relationship with Riley, but he feels the most attraction for Mallory and Martina. But I am going to go ahead and end the video here. Also, don't forget to like the video if you did enjoy it. And make sure to drop a comment below about who you would like to stay at the next rose ceremony. I do always love hearing what you have to say. It really makes my day. You all are the absolute best, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
I've been looking at you all night, trying to figure you out. I just wanna make you smile. Hold your hand in my hand, looking at the sunset. Man, you're looking good tonight. I wanna kiss you before the sun goes down. It's what you're doing.